Hello everyone, in this video I will demonstrate how you can create an advanced intercompany journal entry in NetSuite. So now let's get started. For creating an advanced intercompany journal entry, you can navigate to Transactions, Financials, and then you can click on Make Advanced Intercompany Journal Entries. Once the Advanced Intercompany Journal page is open, you can see there are multiple header fields here. So in the primary information, there is a date field where you can define the date of this transaction. So it is 13th of August 2026. And on the basis of this date, your posting period will reflect here. So once you select your subsidiary, let's say Canada, now your posting period is also reflected. So if you change the date to any different posting period, let's say if you're creating a past dated entry for 31st July, and when you select the date, your posting period gets automatically changed. So in this way, the basis of date, you can update your posting period automatically. So now going back to 13th August here. So after the date, there is an entry number here. So it shows to be generated. So the journal entry number will be a auto generated number based on the logic you have set up in the system for journal entry numbering. There is a memo field here. You can type the description of this journal entry, if any. So now let's type here testing. Then few other fields, reversal date. If you want to reverse this entry on a particular date, then you can also mention the reversal date in the reversal date field. Next section is transaction information. So here your currency is there. In which currency you want to create the journal entry, you can select the currency from this currency list. By default, you can see the currency is CAD. It is coming based on the subsidiary which we have selected here in the primary information. So next is the approval section. Here you can see the approval status field. So to approve this entry, I am selecting approved here. You can use these fields based on the logic set up in your system. If there are any approval processes, then the logic will work accordingly. So after setting up these fields, you can scroll down and navigate to this line section. So on the lines subtab, you can see the subsidiary which we have selected at the header is already auto-populated here in the lines. So our first subsidiary is Canada here. So first of all, I will show you how you can create a intercompany transaction between two subsidiaries. Then we can also see how we can create an intercompany transaction between 3 or 4 subsidiaries. So here the subsidiary is Canada. If you want to enter any class department, then you can select the classifications, class and department. So now let's select the account. So here I'm selecting a expense account. So let's say this one, miscellaneous expense. We can define the amount, that is 1000 Canadian dollars here. If you want to define any location, then you can select the location in the drop down, and you can also give the line description. Then click add. Next, what you have to do is you have to select some other subsidiary from the subsidiary drop down. So this transaction will be between Canada and US. So I have selected US subsidiary. Then you can select the account. So let's say we can pick up any revenue account here. So whatever will be the final GL impact on the consolidation level, that you need to select. System will automatically add intercompany payables and receivables row when you click the auto balance. So you just need to enter the net impact. So let me select the revenue account here. Yeah, this is the one. So 1,000 Canadian dollars. Then you can select the location. So now the location list is filtered based on your subsidiary. So in the books of Canada, you are booking expenses, and in the books of US, you are booking revenue. And when you add this, you can see the auto balance button is enabled. Once you click the auto balance, system will automatically add 2 more rows for intercompany payables and receivables. So now I've clicked on auto balance button, and now you can see intercompany payables and intercompany receivables are added to complete your entry on the standalone level as well. So now you can see both debit credit on the Canada subsidiary and debit credit on the US subsidiary. And due from and due to is also added here. So in this way, you can create a intercompany journal entry between two subsidiaries. So now let's say if you're transacting between three subsidiaries, there is a one subsidiary who is bearing all the expenses and the revenues coming from other two subsidiaries. Then you can also create those entries using this intercompany journal entry. Let me showcase that to you. Okay, so now let's refresh this page and then we can see the transaction between three subsidiaries. So now let's select Canada here. So Canada is the main subsidiary which will be transacting with US and UK subsidiary. Here you can define the approval status. Canada subsidiary is selected here. Now you can select your expense account. Let's say 1,500 Canadian dollars. Now next subsidiary is United States. Then here you can select the revenue account. 1,000 Canadian dollars. Then you can add the third subsidiary, United Kingdom. You can select the revenue account. So in these examples, I've selected expense and revenue accounts. So to show the expenses in one books and revenues in another books, you can select the accounts based on the net GL impact you need it. So after adding all three rows, you can just click on this auto balance button. So now you can see the system has added accounts payable and accounts receivable intercompany rows in this journal entry. So now your entry is also balanced on the standalone level, and when you see it on the consolidated level, then you can find the net impact for expense and revenue. If you see it on standalone level, you will see the payables receivable rows for those entries in your financial statements. So in this way, you can book the intercompany transactions in NetSuite account. So if you're transacting between two subsidiaries or multiple subsidiaries, then in both the situations, you can create advanced intercompany journal entries. So that's all for today's video. Do like, share and subscribe this channel and stay tuned for more NetSuite content. Thanks for watching.